and welcome back. So what do you suppose this is? Is it art? Is it a boulder with bad skin? Or is it one solution to the problems of our disappearing coral reefs? The correct answer is reef balls, an artificial reef structure, the brainchild of Todd Barber and Laura Shellhorse.
Gonna take a side off.
The Atlanta couple operates the Reef Ball Development Group. Conventional wisdom says if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Todd and Laura believe the world's reef systems are breaking down, and they're on a mission to fix them.
Press 30. Well, much of the coral reefs and other types of reefs in our nation have been destroyed by things like fertilizer runoff, careless anchor drops. It can even happen by divers carelessly touching the coral when they're down there enjoying the corals. So we really need to put some of that back.
People have been sinking artificial reefs for years to try and attract fish and increase fishing stocks, concrete car bumpers, underwater pyramids. But Todd believes the reef ball is friendlier.
The bladder inside is designed, it actually comes out when the ball goes to the bottom, as you'll see a little bit later on. That leaves a very large hollow area that fish can go and hide when there's a storm that comes by. The holes are different sizes so that in some of the balls you have very small bait fish hanging all around it, seeking the small hole protection. Other balls have larger holes so that the bigger fish have protection as well. What we're trying to mimic is natural reefs.
I helped deploy 2 reef balls and a smaller bay ball just off West Palm Beach, Florida, as part of Broward County's artificial reef program. Todd believes one of the reef ball's finer qualities is that they are easy to deploy. Ken Banks, manager of Broward County's Marine Resources section, agrees.
Normally, when you do an artificial reef, you hire a barge at considerable expense, a tugboat. So this way, we can take our boat, we can take 3 of these things, 3 or 4 of them out, tow them out, sink them in a half a day, and just do this gradually over time.
I mean, there's a lot of, particularly third world countries, that need a lot of help in restoring their environments as well, and we really want to get out there and help them with, because we've designed a system that doesn't require electricity, doesn't require forklifts or cranes.
Underwater, the advantages of that system become clear. The homely structure floats gently to the ocean floor, buoyed by the partially inflated central bladder. De-inflate the bladder, pull it out, and it's done. On this deployment, the second ball drifted several yards away from the first, too far away to make a good reef. One of the divers re-inflated the bladder with air from his tank, and the 3 of us were able to move the 1,800-pound balls next to each other. A fish moved in immediately, and within a month, says Todd, corals will begin to grow because of the unique chemistry of the concrete.
We've done a lot of work and research to really design a concrete that doesn't have any, it's completely inert in the water. There's no pH change to the surface like some forms of concrete, and corals are very, very sensitive to pH changes and won't necessarily grow on some of those surfaces.
What kind of projects have you done besides here in Florida?
Right now we've got about 300 reef balls built down in Cancun, Mexico. We've got them down in Virginia, in Maryland, and New York, and have plans to build several reefs throughout the world in the next year.
And in nearly every case, says Todd, the reef ball programs are staffed by volunteers who also believe dying reefs are worth fixing.
Yeah, very typically what we try to do is, first of all, we find a county program or somebody who already has an existing artificial reef permit or are building reefs today. Then we go and try to find private sponsors to pay for the construction of the molds themselves. And those private sponsors then donate those molds to the program, which then organizes local volunteer labor and volunteer concrete and volunteer boats to take everything out and build the reefs.
Do you think that because you're getting the public involved, you're creating an investment, a personal investment in the reefs?
I believe that's one of the most critical things that we're doing, is we're really getting people involved where they really understand it. And in addition, every time that one of these people just puts one reef ball down, they're designed to last 500 years or more. So we're doing something well into the future, something for our grandkids.
As with anything, there are lots of ways to restore and preserve coral reefs, but several national dive associations have adopted the reef ball program for being particularly effective. If you'd like more information about a reef ball program in your area, contact us here. Now stay with us. We'll be right back.